Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome to a Savage Gaming Podcast. I'm a Savage Kev.
I'm Paul.
I'm Shane. Paul's out the brig.
He's out the
We
brig.
got him back.
Sweet fresh air, baby.
How was it life in the brig?
Man, it was dank down there. Y'all motherfuckers keep getting hit by cannonballs. I'm almost drowning and whatnot.
You smell like pirate
We're
booty down
terrible
there?
pirates.
Episode
Cheers,
10,
boy.
y'all. Bam.
So we jumped back on Sea of Thieves this weekend.
Yeah.
I can't. What do you call it?
The scale test.
The scale test.
Scale
came
test.
Back. So we jumped back on it. I guess this is the first time Paul actually gets to say, his opinion on it since he's been locked up
He was locked in the
Yeah.
brig,
like the
matey.
last week. So what did you think about it, man?
I mean, obviously I had enough fun for y'all to lock me away. But,
That's from puking on me. That's why we locked in the brig.
yeah. It was a good tactic, though. Now we know in the future. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it for what it was. I will say that it wasn't the full game. It's missing some things, and I did a little more research. There will be 2 more modes of missions, at least announced so far, and I think those will kind of help flesh out the game a little more. Plus, having more characters in the rooms at the same time as everybody on the same servers, like there will be a lot more action going on.
So what's the deal with the extra modes? Like, what are they?
Well, so far all we've been doing is the gold hoarder.
Treasure hunt, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic treasure hunting.
And one of the other modes is going to be, like we came across the skeletons from time to time. There's going to be a mode where you fight those and collect their skulls and then sell those back. So I guess sort of the same thing, but with fighting.
That's kind of
Order of
cool. At least you get some action.
Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Order of Souls is that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's also, Merchant Alliance?
Merchant Alliance.
And that's going to be more based on trading with people and collecting animals and stuff. Like if you saw the trailers or anything, it shows people running around holding chickens and stuff. I guess you're going to be chasing chickens on islands and trying to cage them up to sell to people and stuff. So
Chicken Island.
Yeah, we did go to Chicken Island.
Yeah, we
Saw
fucking
nothing
went to
there.
Chicken Island.
Well, that sounds cool. I mean, at least they're introducing that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add to like your experience of it?
I mean, other than how much fun it is to be drunk and play music on that boat, not so much, man. It's just, I love how realistic the boat is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Like,
biggest
setting
thing.
the sails, and you need a crew to run it and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
like we hopped on with a friend the other day, and he knew how to sail, so it went fucking flawlessly for a little while.
What, he knew how to sail in real life?
Yeah, Eric kind of handled that, man.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if guys watched it. Whoever's watching the stream, Eric streams with us from time to time.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, adjust the sails slightly to the right, stop right there, blah blah." And he
No
had us
shit.
like he knew what he was
No
doing, man.
shit.
Yeah, man. We were definitely picking up speed because we were sailing like a bunch of retards, beforehand. But
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, doing it again, I felt really good getting back into the world.
Yeah.
Like, I really love the gameplay. I love the look of it. I love the feel of it.
Yeah.
But I burned out quick. Like,
Yeah.
I pretty much had the same exact opinion that I did last weekend. And I don't want to shit on it, man. Like, everything's exactly the same. Like, I still hope that, I'm incorrect about it all and it turns out to be a great game. But one thing that I did see that I don't like, and it's not a good sign. I saw that they were saying that there's definitely like cosmetic upgrades to where you can get new clothing, you can get new sails for your ship, like that type of thing. And it's one of those, you buy it to show other players in the world that you've done enough to
Yeah.
purchase it. Like, it doesn't give you any kind of realistic bonuses. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe if you see a ship and they have like a big super sail that you can't afford yet, like
Go the other way.
those
'cause they're
dudes
gonna
probably
fuck you
know
up.
how to play. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess there's that, but
We had a crew of people that knew how to play come by us last time we played together. And
Yeah.
those dudes wiped us out like
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
split second.
yeah, they
man.
smoked us, dude. It was pretty
It
rough.
was crazy. They hooked around the side of that island, hit us with every cannonball at one time, and we just dropped.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then they spawn camped us for a while too. Fuck y'all for that.
Fuck you guys.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of all I have on it. I just like a realistic advantage if I'm gonna grind out and purchase something. That's
Right.
That's
Yeah.
always been my thing.
Well, when y'all told me it was strictly cosmetics with the guns and the mugs and the instruments, I did feel a bit down about that. I guess playing it for the second time this past week, and I was super excited to get back into it, like Shane said. But yeah, it does lose its fun factor.
Yeah,
after
like
a
it
while.
reeks of monotony.
Yeah.
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 But like it is just a scale test, dude. So maybe you can buy better guns. You know, like
Right.
we haven't just because we haven't seen it doesn't mean it's
Right.
not going to exist.
Right.
So hopefully it does, man. Hopefully
Well,
that happens.
And another thing is, I noticed when you're picking up the missions to go do the treasure hunts, there's slots for multiple available missions at one time.
Mhm.
So you could probably get like one of each of the types of game modes
Right.
saved, and then while you're out on the waters, be like, oh shit, let's stop off over here and work towards one of these.
Yeah.
On the way to go do this other one and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and we did have a point where we had like 5 chests on the
Damn.
ship
Yeah.
at one time, man.
Damn.
We were just like, let's just keep going, pick them up.
Plundering.
And then we saw a ship, and we were like, dude, let's just avoid that, man. We got way too much to lose. But I ended up finding one in a sunken ship. We did that. We dove down. I ended up finding a chest in there, and then, you know, we did all of the treasure maps. So overall, it was fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just a burnout fast on
Yeah.
it. Like, I hope it's more to keep me there.
See, I played with my brother. My brother's been playing. I mean, he's 40 years old. You know, he's been playing games, you know, longer than all of us. You know, so whatever he says about games, I kind of, you know, lead to, you know, his whatever. I
You
don't
respect
even,
his opinion.
Yeah, respect his opinion. He did mention though that the sea floor, how it just kind of just ends and just goes down. He thinks there's got to be some sort of like underwater exploration, you know, or like get like those old helmets, you know, and that would be freaking.
That would be
awesome.
really cool. That'd
That
be a
would
great
be
addition.
really, really, really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and then hopefully that kind of stuff happens. I mean, that's like I've been saying. I mean, that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Just all of this shit to where like if I'm kind of doom and glooming about it, they just come in and just fucking burn me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's what you get for doubting this bitch. You know what I mean? Like
At
I
the
like
same,
that.
it is sort of a pirate simulator though, so they might just keep to like, this is what a pirate is. Do pirate shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but I just feel like if a pirate can find a better gun, he's gonna get that gun.
He's gonna
Yeah.
get a better
He's a
gun.
pirate, you know. He's got to survive out
Gets a
there.
better booty.
Gets tough out there.
Get some parrots or something like that.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be
That would
awesome.
be cool
You
to
could
get a
send your
parrot.
parrot back to the outpost to grab your scroll and bring it back so you have new quests and you don't have to stop. Bam!
That
do
would be
That'd be
sweet.
awesome.
That would be
Yeah.
freaking awesome, man. I don't know. The sailing mechanics are great. Like
Yeah.
Paul said, the sailing mechanics are one. The water is absolutely gorgeous. They did such a good job with the water and a little school of fishes and everything. I love the way it looks. I just don't think it's gonna be enough.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
It was nice to revisit it though.
Yeah.
And I will play again when
When it's
it
released,
on
yeah.
full release. Like for sure, I'm gonna try my best to like really
Yeah.
get into that
Yeah.
game. I think it could be a really fun one to stream, and it's something that we can all do together. And you almost have to do together. So it's like, you know, we already have a team. Like let's rock and roll as a
Let's rock
team.
and
You
roll.
know.
Let's go pillage.
Yeah.
There's something special about that game that I can't say about other games where it just makes me giddy. Like
Yeah.
the minute we're all in there talking to each other, I just start giggling. And
Right,
wanna
like it
act dumb. Like,
feels good playing it.
yeah.
It does.
It's just,
it does.
It's like I just want more content.
Hmm.
It's a super fun time, man.
Yeah.
You know. And another thing my brother did mention, it's like, okay, this is fun with other people, but how is it going to be by yourself?
I don't
Probably
think it's meant to
awful,
be
you know?
played alone. Just I can pretty confidently say that. Like it's not a game that's meant to be played alone.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a one-player boat, but I mean, I could imagine like
What do you call that one?
the sloop or whatever it
the
was.
sloop.
But yeah, like I'd imagine you go to abandon the wheel to go look down at the map, and then people are just coming up on you. You have no idea what's coming from where because you can't see anymore. Like you
Yeah.
can't do that alone.
Yeah, and I just don't think it'd be as fun without like someone to
Yeah.
kind of share it with, communicate with.
And another thing, would you guys like, okay, let's say we're going to a quest, you know, and it's a beta, not everybody's playing it or whatnot. You know, when the game comes out, there's going to be so many more ships on the water. You think that's going to be a problem? Getting to point A to B and then having to do ship battles all the time?
Probably.
It could be.
But with that many more ships in the water at the same time, that's more opportunities to try to jump ship and board somebody
True.
else's, as opposed to
True.
being middle of the ocean with
Yeah.
one other boat nearby.
Yeah.
You know?
But it would kind of suck that like every time you find a chest, you got to battle somebody out to keep it.
man.
Yeah.
We'll see. You know,
Yeah.
that's all. I guess that's all the questions that we're waiting
What's
to
that?
be
It's,
answered.
2 weeks now? The release is what, 2 weeks?
Something like that.
Something
Yeah, I
like
know
that.
it's coming
The
close.
20th,
I feel like
I
we should
believe.
probably know that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I believe it's the 20th. I could be off.
Yeah, it's like around Far Cry.
And I want to
They're coming
correct
out around the
myself.
same time.
If any of y'all watched the last episode, I did say that after Sea of Thieves, Crackdown 3 was going to get released the next week, and that is incorrect. I don't know the release date of Crackdown 3, but I believe they pushed it back once again.
Yeah, I think Far Cry 5 releases the following week, which is I'm still excited about. We just found out that they're going to do cosmetic transactions, but there's not going to be loot boxes, so that's a plus.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
super
mind
okay with that.
I don't mind the cosmetic stuff at all. If you want to
Right.
spend it, go ahead.
Go ahead.
As long as you don't need it to
Right.
keep going in the game,
Right.
I'm good with that.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Like, I'd rather grind out and purchase that gun than get it by
Right.
chance.
Now, do we know if Far Cry is going to be a full co-op game?
I believe it is.
Okay,
I
because they
believe it said
really,
yes.
really dropped the ball on the co-op on Far Cry 3 and 4, I believe.
I never played any co-op.
Yeah, it
but,
was. It was designed missions, real linear missions that you did. It wasn't that open world experience with your friend.
yeah, I think this is
Yeah.
going to be entire co-op.
Yeah, I
which
think
would
they
be
said.
super cool.
I think they said this one's going to be like drop in, drop out, so you could
That's
just
beautiful.
come in and be like, "Hey, I'm here now. Let's do this."
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I like that.
What was y'all's favorite Far Cry?
That's tough, man.
I'd say 4.
4?
Yeah, I think the story was better in 3, but I think they just had better weapons in 4. Primal was cool, and I really like Primal, but the primitive weapons. While I thought they were cool, I still enjoy like the the new age weapons.
Yeah,
And
me too.
I thought 3 hit it with the golden weapons that 4 with the golden weapons that you could buy. And they had a lot of really cool weapons there.
I love 3. 3 was my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm on a-
destroyed 3.
I'm on a toss up right now because I thought Primal wasn't gonna work, and then when it did, it blew me away for a little while. And I like being able to tame the beasts and like ride them into battle, hop
Yeah.
off, and let them fight on their own and shit like that was a really cool
And
thing.
especially when you start getting the legendary ones, it
Oh,
gets
yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
So I really like that. But also, did they make one that was as fun as Blood Dragon?
See,
I
Kevin
hated
hates
Blood
Blood
Dragon.
Dragon.
I hated it.
I don't think I
It's so
finished
80s
it.
cheesy. It makes me happy.
No, it is.
I got pretty far into it, and I think maybe something came out, and I just stopped playing it. But I enjoyed the bit that I played. It wasn't phenomenal or anything, but it was fun. It was a fun, kind of short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was too dark for me. Like,
Yeah.
I like that bright world,
I think one of my issues with that one, I didn't think they had enough dragons to utilize.
Yeah.
Like
there's
I
just a
wish we
couple
could have
dudes
did
around.
a little more with those. But other than that, I thought it was a fun game.
I thought the tutorial was the best part of the game.
But it's
The
a straight up
tutorial was
shooter,
hilarious.
dude. Like that's all. It's just a straight up shooter.
Yeah.
But it was fun. But yeah, I'd say 4.
Survival horror news. We're all huge survival horror fans.
Yeah.
The Blackout Club, a co-op horror game.
Yeah, so that's coming. I'm kind of excited about it.
Anything that's survival horror, I'm kind of down to try, and co-op is a plus in a lot
Yeah.
of those games. So.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it. I don't know what type of characters you are. Is it melee based? Is it gun based? I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I don't think they went that deep into it, but they did say, because it's a fairly new thing that they just kind of announced, but they did say that every character is going to kind of have its own setup. So
It'd be cool.
like everybody will have their strengths and weaknesses and all that shit, and then it's supposed to be like 4-player drop in drop out co-op, which I like a lot.
Yeah. They need more drop in drop out co-op games. Definitely.
And then you're gonna be able to do upgrades, so to kind of add like that RPG element into it.
Is it open world? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think the article I've seen, I don't think they specified that yet. We'll see. I mean, I'm always excited, dude, and I think those types of games, playing it with someone else, it could be a lot of fun. It'll probably take some of the horror aspect away from it,
Yeah.
doing it with someone else.
Yeah.
But you never know, man. It might do a great job at
Especially
it.
playing with him because he gets all giddy. When
And I'm
we
not
play
sure if
co-op.
it's an indie game or if it's like a major title. I'm not sure about that either. But, it's one I'm going to keep my eye out on, for
Yeah.
sure.
Speaking of survival horror, it's not a release or anything, but they did. PT was, you remember PT? The Hideo Kojima
The game that never
Silent
got to be
Hill.
released.
Yeah, I was just a huge fan of it, but they did PT in like a PlayStation 1 graphic kind of simulator.
Mm-hmm.
And it did look shitty, but I mean, if we can get a PT in PlayStation 1 graphics, I'll fucking take it.
Just
You know,
want to play
I'll
the
freaking
game.
take
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It was so good, y'all. It was so freaking good. They have PlayStation, because of PlayStation, they have PlayStation 4s on eBay with the PT demo installed that are going for like a couple thousand.
It's amazing,
Yeah,
man.
a couple thousand. Because it was a total scrap project.
Well, it's one of those things, it's like you kind of create the demand by scarcity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at some point, as a business strategy, it's like releasing it, even maybe like that right there, like putting out the PC, the original like PlayStation graphics. Like even that, it's getting people excited.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
are they going to do something with it?
Yeah.
Or not going to do something with it? So like if they release it, it'll be big.
See, that's the thing about PT. It's like it was years ago when I played it and when it was available, but throughout the years, I've seen bits and pieces kind of resurface.
Mm.
You know, it's like, man, what are y'all doing with this? Are y'all going to release this? Is this a real thing? I hope it's a
Right.
real thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it was so good. It was so freaking
I have a
good.
feeling it'll just disappear into legend like so many other games, like
Yeah.
Star Fox 2 did up until recently. Terrible fucking game. So,
Wasn't that the one that they made for the Super emulator, right? The Super Nintendo emulator?
yes.
Yeah, okay. I was interested in that, if I can get a hold of one.
I got one and I tried to play it a little bit and I did not understand what was happening
No?
at all. It did not
Yeah,
feel like a Star Fox game.
I saw you playing some of it, and you didn't look super happy about it. Like you
Yeah.
didn't look excited.
Detroit Become Human. Let's say that right.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do y'all think of this?
It looks awesome.
It does.
Like every trailer I've seen looks great. It's a PlayStation exclusive, but it's one that I'm planning on picking up for
Yep.
sure. And that has a release date now. What's the date on that?
I don't have it.
What do you mean you don't
Really
have
bad.
it?
I'm
I told it to
sorry.
you earlier.
I
You didn't write it down.
I didn't write it down.
I think it was like May 28th, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me write it down now.
Oh,
May
shit.
28th. The release date for Detroit Become
I don't know.
Human is May 28th.
If that's what it is, I know what y'all could get me for my birthday. So
Bam! Is that your birthday, May 28th?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Paul.
it's like fucking February right now, or March.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that game. I've kind of been looking at it for a long time.
It looks
Looks
like
super
it's a
cool.
really ambitious story to tell. So it's one of those, like, if they could pull it off, it'll probably be incredible. If they don't, it might still be okay.
It looks like it's gonna be a really big game.
Mm.
Got a lot going on, like a lot of dialogue and making decisions. That whole deal.
PlayStation usually has those real story-based games.
Mhm.
You know, those exclusive story-based games.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Like I said, it's definitely one that I've been planning on picking up. Like that's one of the ones that I was excited about this year.
Yeah. PlayStation Ni no Kuni is the one I'm super excited about. Ni no
It's
Kuni
coming
2.
out soon.
Yeah, real soon. I want to say this month. Maybe May 28th. I don't know. I didn't write that one down either.
I think that one might be this month.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
I was so ill prepared.
I don't know anything about that one because I never played the first one and I can't get a copy of it, I don't think.
Do you have a PlayStation 3?
Not anymore.
Aye.
I do. If you need to borrow it,
Because I got the game.
Hmm.
I have
Yeah.
a PlayStation 3 you can borrow.
Heard that.
Yeah, it's
Ni no
that-
Kuni,
I have one at home.
it's what? It's a Studio Ghibli.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's that. Did Dragon Ball Z? Is that right?
Like,
Or Dragon Ball?
they had that art style that's
Yeah.
recognizable.
It was like a Pokemon. You basically got familiars, you know, you trained them, you fed them, and then they fought for you. You know, real cute little monsters, man. It was a real cute game. Wonderful RPG though. Wonderful RPG. You know. So Big Metal Dude saying it's a cute game. I know. Everyone loves Mario, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, who doesn't like Mario? An
Yeah.
Italian plumber created by an Asian. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Is
that
there
was-
anyone that doesn't like Mario? It'd be fucking insane.
Right.
I don't want you watching this show if you don't like Mario.
Yeah, I know, right? Like we ban you now.
A must buy for any Mario fan, a Mario Encyclopedia.
Yeah, it's
Right?
coming out towards the end of the year from what I've read, and it's going to have stage layouts, cheats, everything that's ever been involved in every Mario game except for Mario, what's the new one, Odyssey?
Yeah.
Because the cutoff was before that, but it's going to have everything about every Mario game before Odyssey contained in this book. And it's
Yeah.
the same company that did the Zelda encyclopedias and stuff like
I
that.
didn't even
So,
know they had a Zelda one.
there's one out there somewhere.
Wow.
But yeah, so there probably will be a nicer bound collector's edition for more money and stuff like that. But of course, yeah, I'm gonna buy the expensive one more than likely because it's fucking Mario Encyclopedia.
You need that. You need that on your coffee table.
Yeah.
You know, at all points. You
Yeah.
know? I did notice. Speaking of old Mario Nintendo games, is it Game Informer that has its 300th episode? I mean 300th issue, and Metroid is on the cover. So y'all know anything about a new Metroid game coming out?
No.
There is supposed to be one for a Switch, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know much about it. I just heard that it was in the wings for this year at some point.
That makes sense because 300th.
I think it's a Prime 2 or something like that.
300th issue, and they have Metroid as the cover. It looks awesome. The cover art looks great. You know.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a new Prime. So
Nice. I could be down with that.
yeah.
I could be down with that. Y'all want to do what we gaming on?
Yeah.
All right,
that.
it's about that time. Shane, what you gaming on?
I've been playing a Mortal Redneck.
How is that?
I like it a lot. It's really fun. You know, it's kind of like a fast-paced, like arena-style first-person shooter. It's pretty awesome. Like every time you get in a room, they lock you in. You have to clear the room to move on, and then there's a lot of dead ends. So you're kind of working your way through this pyramid, going up floors. There's like 2 bosses per pyramid. Although I haven't gotten out the first one yet. I did get to the final boss in it, but I haven't beaten him yet.
I watched it a little this morning on Mixer.
It's really fun.
It looks super fun. It looks old school.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looks real old school. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, it's I really like the weapons. They have a good variety. They have like these scrolls that you pick up, and they give you perks. Some of them, you know, are kind of bad scrolls. Some of them are good. So some of them take shit away. Like there was one I got earlier where I could only keep one weapon. It did more damage, but I could only hold on to one weapon, and I hit a part where like I ran out of ammo.
Oh shit.
So I just died. I mean, I let the dude kill me, and then like some kid like kind of bitched me out on the stream or whatever. He was like, "Man, don't just stand there." But it's like, at that point, he's like, "You can throw your gun at him and kill him," which I mean, technically, yeah, I guess you could, even though I didn't realize it at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, for one, I think I was only on the 2nd floor of the pyramid, and the boss appears at the 3rd. So it's like, dude, I don't really want to use this one weapon for the entire playthrough anyways. Like, it just gives me a chance to just die out, start over, and move on,
sweet,
you know?
Oh, so it's procedurally generated, kind of like a roguelite type game.
Yeah, like they just drop random scrolls, and you can't see what they are until you pick it up. So it's like you're just rolling the dice, walking to it. You could ignore them,
Mm-hmm.
but some of the perks are really cool. Like they have perks where you jump higher with like a 0 gravity type deal. They have some, you basic like attack up, defense up, that type of stuff. They have somewhere like you get more coins if for getting critical hits. They have some where like if you land 2 consecutive shots, you save a bullet. They have somewhere if you miss shots, you lose an extra bullet. So there's like, it kind of works that way. It's really fun, man. And then there's different gods that you can use. So you start off as like the redneck, but then you can through the store you can unlock different gods, and every one of them has different powers, like a passive and active.
So like a summon thing, like you summon them?
No, you just start off like as that god, or like with that god's powers, and it gives you a different weapon loadout.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. And then some of the powers, like some of the active powers, like one has, temporary what the fuck do you call it?
Invincibility.
Invincibility. So one of them's that. One of them has like this big electric ball that comes around you and it damages a bunch of enemies. One of them, like any kind of coin drops, you can turn that into health.
Nice. Nice.
So everyone has their own abilities, and you can kind of play and pick out which one you want. Or everyone makes you play differently. So it's cool, man. I like it a lot.
It looks awesome.
Yeah,
It looks
I'm
great.
pretty happy about it. It's a $20 game, man.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend it.
I'm telling you, all these $20 games, $15 games, man, they're just killing me.
It's hours of fun because you don't like, you're not expected to make it through the pyramid when you first go. It's like every time you die, whatever money you collected, you have to spend it, and then whatever you have left over, you have to pay to get into the next pyramid. So, like every time you die, you have to level up. Or, I mean, I guess you don't have to, but it's real stupid not to.
Right.
But I like that, man. So every time you go in, you're stronger, and
Right.
you do a little bit better. So it's a serious grind to it. I think it's got I mean, I don't know much about replayability, but it'll keep you in for a long time if you enjoy the gameplay style. Because I'm only on the first pyramid, man. That's at least 2 more like that I can see.
Nice.
So,
Nice. Well, I remember seeing all the gods on there, and it was like 8, maybe 9 gods. So it's got to be 8, 9 levels in, huh?
yeah, and I only have I think I have 4 gods unlocked
All right.
so far.
Paul, what you gaming on?
Found this game called Iconoclasts on PS4. That's fucking dope, man. Old school side scroller platform shooter with puzzle solving elements, kind of like a Metroidvania in a sense that like you need to get to this point to unlock your next move before you can move up to the next point and progress the storyline and stuff like that. And it's just a really good game that I'm thoroughly enjoying.
That's cool. I might end up picking that up. That sounds fun.
Yeah, what's that called again?
Iconoclasts.
Iconoclasts?
Yeah, Iconoclasts.
Iconoclasts. PS4, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think it was another one of those $14 or $20 games, like somewhere in there. And it's cheap, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I went and looked up how long it is just for my own curiosity after 4 or 5 hours. And it says it's like a 10-hour game or something like that.
Oh,
so
that's
like,
awesome,
a lot.
yeah, for that price.
Bad, man. That ain't bad. That's not bad. Me and Paul recently did the game share.
Yeah.
And I think I benefited a little more than I went crazy that one night, man. I must have downloaded like $300 worth of games. But I did find this gem called, what is it called? I forget the name of it now.
I said Earthlock.
Earthlock.
Yeah.
The Festival of Magic. And it's your typical RPG, turn-based, battle. You go on these little villages and towns, which I love villages and towns. I don't know why. But I think that was, like $15-20 too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went nuts. Also played a little bit of Final Fantasy 15. I know a lot of guys like it. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it did wrong. It just did a lot wrong.
Yeah, like it caught me enough to get through the story because the characters were likable. Everything else about the game I really wasn't cool with.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the way the characters interacted with each other, and the way the story was told wasn't terrible.
I heard the story is fantastic, and if I could find like the story and the cutscenes on YouTube, I'd probably just watch that, rather than play it.
A lot of people I know like it. It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time,
Yeah.
man. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, I know.
And to me, they did a lot of stuff wrong. Like me and Paul agree the driving is horrendous.
No.
The
battle
driving
camera's terrible.
Battle camera's awful.
Camel.
Battle camel's
Let me get
awful.
that camel.
Let me get that camel. And I really don't like the battle system at all.
No, it's weird.
Yeah,
it's definitely different, and I guarantee if I put it back on right now, I wouldn't know how to play it anymore, just because it doesn't make sense like the other ones did.
It took me 5 hours of playtime to realize how to pull up my potions and high potions, and I was like, man, to me, it's not a Final Fantasy game. And that's why I don't like it, and I think you said you liked it because it's not a Final Fantasy game.
Right.
So, I don't know.
I mean, beautiful summons, epic fights.
I have yet to get a summon, and I'm almost tempted to force myself to get that first summon, just to see how it is, and maybe I'll get
Problem
into
is
it.
you can't call them down at will.
No.
So you'd be in the middle of a fight, and a context icon will pop up, and if you don't hit it the right way, you just don't get the summon.
Oh, come on. All right,
So that's another thing that's not cool.
Yeah,
but when they happen, they're amazing looking.
I bet. I mean, the game itself is beautiful. It's gorgeous.
I saw my brother play it a bit.
Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We appreciate you tuning in, guys. Follow us on YouTube at a Savage Gaming Experiment, also on Facebook and Twitch, and we're also double backed on Mixer.
We're on Mixer now.
We're on Mixer now.
Yeah, which I'm actually using Mixer more than Twitch now. So I'm under a Savage Shane or Mixer.
Yeah, I'll be a Savage Kev, a Savage Paul.
Indeed.
Yeah. What else?
I think that covers it.
Bam! We're gonna go sail the seas and put Paul back in the brig.
He drinks too much.
He drinks too much.
I'm getting 3 mug drunk next time we play. I don't think anybody ever tried that.
Till next time, guys. Y'all be good.